Hey beautiful big heads, it's your boy Zatchul, and today we'll be showcasing Yingel. Now before we go any further, remember to subscribe and all that good ish. I need to start saying that more. Anyways, we're here. Alright? Now her kit is a lot easier to go over because it's a lot smaller. So, starting out with the active skill. Select one tile and make it into a yellow cross-shaped prism tile. So when you walk over it, it will just go up, down, left, right into a literal cross shape. So it's quite weird and niche at the same time. Moving on to her chain combo. Her chain combo deals 235% damage to enemy who has the highest health and the most open wounds, or attacks the nearest enemy. Now looking at her equipment skill, every second normal attack, Yingel's normal attack damage multiplier increases to 270% and inflicts one open wound up to 20 stacks. That being said, that means every other hit she applies the open wound mark, but on top of that, she doesn't attack on her first attack. So she skips an attack, then applies the open wound mark while attacking, skips an attack, then applies an open wound mark when attacking. So she loses out on some damage, but the open wound marks just allow her to do much more damage. That it's kind of an okay trade-off. Moving over to the second half of her equipment skill, for every open wound mark a target has, Yingel's attack ignores 3% of their defense, and her chain combo final damage increases by 3%. And since it's attacks, it includes normal attacks and chain combos. So that's nice. So very simple, straightforward kit. Let's go look at some teams you can build with her. Alright, now when it comes to building a team for Yingel, she will have to be in the main slot, the main captain slot, because she needs to get her hits off to, well, apply the open wound marks. That being said, it kind of sucks that she doesn't actually have a secondary attribute with her kit, because it actually would help her out a lot, so then she wouldn't have to be the one at the front of the team. But since she only has Thunder as her typing, that's what you have to work with. So since her conversion is quite niche and a little bit weird, you're either going to place her right beside the enemy or in the corner, so you can get as much converting as possible, and you will more likely only use her against a single target enemy because that's where she excels at. She does really well against single target enemies. Coupling her with high converters like Paloma and or Nemesis, if you don't have Paloma, will help her alleviate her problem of having such low conversion. On top of that, it is good to pair her with another converter, so you would usually run her with two converters like Beverly, Seal, or Granryu, who have preemptive conversion, who will then link up with her later on in her conversion cycle. When it comes to support, it's literally just Excelia or Florine, because Florine would just allow her to use her chain combo more if you just want a little bit more damage out of her, while Excelia is the better choice because it does allow her to put down more cross prism tiles. That being said, it works the same as it does with Iridan, because the cross prism tiles, if you place them down using the I don't remember what her skill is exactly called, but using the cubic power, which I believe it costs 3 to do, which is, I think it's actually more than Iridan's now that I think about it. I would have to check that, but that'd be crazy if it actually costs more. Yeah, when you place it down using Excelia's skill, it actually is just a cross tile. So if it's blue, it will be a blue cross prism tile. If it's red, it'll be a red cross prism tile. So you will either have to convert it after the fact or select tiles are yellow, for it to be a yellow cross prism tile. And then last but not least on the team, we have Reinhardt. Since she is more focused on single target, Reinhardt's one of the best single target options you're gonna get. And on top of that, Reinhardt does support the team, allowing them to do more damage. But if you do not have Reinhardt, it kind of sucks, because if we go over here and go to snipers, your options aren't that many, because they haven't really been pushing the whole Thunder sniper situation. Obviously Reinhardt is the best, then your second good option would be Luke, then Schwartz. It slowly goes down. But yeah, this is what you have to work with. And then in the case of converters, we already went over that any preemptive or high converter will work well with her. So that's how your team building situation would go. Usually, because I'm not saying you can't use her against a multi-top boss, it's just not as good. And she's literally meant for single target fights. So it would be counterproductive to build her for situations that she would not excel at. But yes, let's go look at some content, shall we?
式なら得意です。時は誰も待たないぞ。
アクセリア準備完了しています。
そんなこれが最後のチャンスです。言い残すことはありませんか？
アクセリア準備完了しています。
新加減ちょっと押してみる？
制 精密な照準です。
罰を受けよ。アーマースキル。
まだ終わりではありません。
一切を貫け。精密な照準です。一切を貫け。装填完了。目標捕捉。完璧な射撃です。
3、2、1、お任せください。
精密な照準です。
まだ終わりではありません。
行くぞ我が装備よ。精密な照準です。
さあ楽しませてよね。新記録間もなく達成。
連続射撃。
大光よ、闇を打ち破れ、存分に後悔しなさい。これが最後のチャンスです。言い残すことはありませんか。
目標捕捉。完璧な射撃です。
3、2、1、お任せください。
新記録間もなく達成。新記録ちょっと押してみる。
指揮能力を見せてみろ。全てをここで終わらせる。精密な照準です。
聖地降臨驚愕のカンパ。
まだ終わりではありません。
一切を貫け。精密な照準です。
罰を受けよ。驚愕のカンパ。
皆様を守ります。
一切を貫け。一切を貫け。
アーマースキル。
精密な照準です。
さあ楽しませてよね。新記録間もなく達成。ちょっと押してみる。
目標捕捉。完璧な射撃です。
3、2、お任せください。 皆様を守ります。
一切を貫け。
精密な照準です。
時は誰も待たないぞ。
存分に後悔し、これが最後のチャンスです。言い残すことはありませんか。
指揮能力を見せてみろ。全てをここで終わらせる。
アクセリア3、2、お任せください。
連続射撃。
罰を受けよう。
まだ終わりではありません。
行くぞ、我がソーフィオ。
Now, when it comes to ranking Yingel, I would honestly have to give her a A because she's not exactly meta in any way, but at the same time, she's not exactly bad either. She's just a very niche character because, well, her conversion style is unique. You know, it's a cross tile, prism tile, which is, you know, something new, but at the same time, it's very weird. So it is what it is. She really doesn't have too many options when it comes to team building, which also holds her back in her rating. And no secondary typing, in her case, actually kind of does hurt her because, I mean, if you didn't want to have to use Yingel in the first spot, you will lose out on a lot of damage that she could possibly do. And having a secondary attribute would allow you to, you know, get those situations where maybe she was blue, then you could just, you know, occasionally run over blue tiles and get some extra hits in to allow her to get more open wound marks off. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't hate the character at all. Honestly, I love her design. I love the character. But the kit kind of falls flat, especially when there's not many characters that really allow her to flourish what she has. Especially because we only have 2 high converters in Thunder, which is Pollux and Nemesis. There's no others. And obviously the primitive converters, we already know those. One is seemingly kind of free to play. It's been a while. I think you could get barely at one point for free. And then the other ones you have to summon for. Excelia, I don't think many people even have Excelia. And Reinhardt is, even though they've been back twice, probably 3 times, but maybe you didn't summon for her, or you're new to the game. Anyways, her team constraints really do hold her back, but it is what it is. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.